Fairfield did you get that at? Well, I met Goodley down there in the tunnel.
Welcome to Duff-Kingston Gymnasium on the campus of Eldorado High School. Tonight's varsity action and here in the Black Diamond Conference with the Fairfield Mules in town to take on the Eldorado Eagles. I'm Randy Olson, courtside here with Billy Rocket. And Billy, what'd you do, trade places with Danny Ounceman?
Oh, that camera job drive me crazy.
You were sitting in for camera lady tonight, and you realized that job was a little tougher than you thought, didn't you?
Yeah.
So you're trading places with Danny?
Yeah.
I don't think Danny liked the way you did it, so he's fired you off the camera.
Okay, that's fine.
No, I know what it's like to do it.
It's a thankless job. It's a thankless
if I
job.
knowed he was going to fire me, I would have begged him to fire me.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, those of you watching from Fairfield, Wayne County, Eldorado, and all parts in between, we welcome you here as we're carrying this game tonight live on both websites, AreaSports.net and on FoxesFans.net. And, it's a
They mess with me very much.
it's a spacious gymnasium that is so odd. I saw the capacity sign as I walked in tonight through the tunnel, and, this place has capacity of 5,000 people, but we got 50 people in here tonight, along with a handful of cheerleaders and those of us in the media, and it's really something how cavernous it is and how few people are in here, Billy, and it's kind of weird. It's kind of surreal, isn't it?
It is. It's like I told you earlier before that JV game, I've refereed Pee Wee games way more fans than this.
Yeah, and it's kind of echoing throughout the building in here. But, hey, the Mules won the JV contest, looked pretty good, 64-49, a 15-point win for the Mules in that JV contest. And tonight you got a Mules team coming in that is 6-0 and playing some great 5-0. This is game number 6. Playing some great basketball, and they're one of the few teams around that's actually played that many games. The only team I can think of that's played more games than the Mules is Effingham. Effingham's played 7 games, and they are actually 7-0. Hearts are. They're having a great year. And, this would be a fantastic year for Fairfield to schedule Effingham, but because of this whole COVID situation, the fact that you can't schedule somebody outside your region unless they're within 30 miles, therefore, Fairfield and Effingham can't play this year, although they played, here a few years ago at the Mule Barn, but they can't play this year. So those of you wondering why, that's the reason why. And that's why scheduling has become such a bizarre thing this year during this age of COVID basketball. And most important thing is to try to get in the conference games, which they're trying to do, and this is one of them tonight here in the Black Diamond. And then outside of that, you're kind of wide open as to who you play and who you can schedule, but you kind of stay within your region. And so you're seeing teams play some different opponents this year than what you would normally see them play. For example, the Mules will be going on the road later on in March and playing at Centralia against the Orphans. And, Fairfield would never play Centralia any other year.
No.
It's just not going to happen. But and Centralia might not play Fairfield. It probably goes both ways.
Right.
But this year they will play. And believe me, that will be an experience. That will be an experience.
Is it at Centralia?
It's at Centralia. That's all I'm going to say about that, all right? But it will be an experience.
You talk about them regions go by counties.
Yes.
And in Centralia, the city of Centralia is made up of 4 counties.
Yes, it's very odd.
And
it's very odd.
The
school sits in one county and the downtown area sits in another part of the county, and it's kind of crazy. But that'll be one game we won't be able to do because video is not allowed in Centralia. So we won't be able to bring you that one. But we're happy to be here tonight to bring you this one as the Mules try to keep their streak alive and go for a 6-0 record tonight as they try to hold serve here in the Black Diamond Conference and stay above the standings. The Mules have been doing it largely this year with kind of the recipe they've had the last few years, Billy, and that's the fact that they've been blessed with a lot of depth, and they've got that depth again this year. And we saw these JV guys running around here a little bit ago in that JV contest, and they beat up on the Eagles pretty badly there by 15. And those 5 starters that you saw tonight in the JV contest, those will be the first 5 guys off the bench tonight for the Mules here in the varsity game.
Yeah, they put up, 64 points in the JV game, so that's pretty good total for a JV game.
Yes. Yeah, it really is. And that depth has a tendency to kind of wear you down after a period of time, and that's what the Mules have been able to do to their opponents this year is wear them down by the time the second half gets around, particularly the fourth quarter gets around. They've got them worn down, and they're able to, move on in for the kill, so to speak, and pick up the win. This being the very first game back for Coach Bradley, Josh Bradley, and his Eagles, you really don't know what kind of condition they're going to be in. They've only had 2 practices since coming back from the COVID quarantine.
Yeah, I was talking.
So they're really at a disadvantage tonight, aren't they?
I was talking to him down there a while ago, and he's like, stand back for a video. We've only had 2 practices.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it makes it tough. And then, ironically, Fairfield will do the same thing tomorrow night when they go to Conley Gym in Flora, and they'll take on the Flora Wolves, which will be their first game back since their COVID quarantine as well. So Fairfield going to be the first opponent for both of these teams at the varsity level and the JV level after their COVID quarantine. So that's interesting that it's working out that way.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night's contest, we will not be able to be there either because video is not allowed at Flora because they bought into the NFHS robot camera deal. And so no other outside video broadcasters allowed in there, unfortunately. So we won't be able to bring you that game tomorrow night, but we will be in Wayne City tomorrow night to bring you action between the Wayne City Indians and NCOE Cardinals, and that should be an interesting game there tomorrow night. The Lady Mules do play tomorrow afternoon. We would love to bring you those 2 games, but I just don't think we can squeeze those in and still get over to Wayne City in time to be set up and do that. It would be awfully tight because the JV Lady Mules start at 2, followed by the varsity Mules, Lady Mules, and then doing those 2 games, tearing down, getting over to Wayne City, setting up, and being ready to go. That's I don't know. I don't think we can do it. Be awfully tight. So unfortunately, I don't think we're going to do the Lady Mules tomorrow. But you and Danny will be doing some boys games tomorrow morning. Foxes will be playing Gallatin County tomorrow morning in a triple header at Jerry Sloan Gym in McLeansboro. Right?
11 o'clock starting out with a freshman game.
Yeah. So that'll be action that you can check out tomorrow.
If we was like big rock and roll groups, where we could have stages, how they have stages set up, different places, and they just roll in there and everything.
Have the gear already set up for you.
Yeah,
right?
we could just
you go.
Could roll from Fairfield into Wayne City and everything's set up for you and you just sit down and go.
Yeah, yes, we could do that. All right. We saw Coach Bradley's son, freshman Boston Bradley, play in that JV game, and he is a big boy for a freshman, and I understand he's going to be the first guy off the bench tonight for the varsity Eagles, too, so this will be interesting to watch.
Could be a pretty good ball player by the time he's a senior.
Yeah. You refereed a lot, 17 years, I think, and you did a lot of games here in this building, both at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament as well as regular season games, and you got some fond memories of this gymnasium, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've did a bunch of games in this gym.
But never with this small crowd.
No, never.
Never with a smaller crowd, that's for sure. Definitely a little bit weird tonight, being here in this situation. Players are warming up on the floor, and we'll be back with the starting lineups and all the play-by-play action for you in just a moment here live on AreaSports.net and on FoxesFans.net.
The difference between profit and loss is razor thin in today's market. Luckily, your GSI dealer is there to help you stay in the black. Capturing futures carry and improving your basis with increased on-farm storage on average could earn a 50-cent per bushel difference. Taking advantage of early harvest and saving with on-farm drying makes a profitability difference. Proven and dependable grain systems that boost your bottom line, that's the GSI difference.
Vaughn Equipment is a family-owned and operated business in Fairfield that's committed to providing quality equipment to the farm, construction, tractor-trailer, marine, and oil field industries. They feature a great selection of new and pre-owned trucks, trailers, farm equipment, construction equipment, and rental equipment. Their inventory changes weekly, and you can see it all in person or on their website. Whatever you're looking for to do the job right, Vaughn Equipment can help you. They're located at 1102 South 1st Street in Fairfield, or call 842-3500. Do you enjoy local sports talk? Well, then you don't want to miss the Sports Couch every Saturday morning at 8:30 on Super Hits AM 1210 and AreaSports.net. The Sports Couch is 90 minutes of great local sports talk where we visit with area coaches and other local media covering the sports in our area. You never know who's going to be on the couch. So join us for the Sports Couch Saturday morning at 8:30 on Super Hits AM 1210 and on AreaSports.net. And on the Sports Couch tomorrow morning at 8:30, we will be talking to Coach Scott McElravy. We will review tonight's game and preview tomorrow night's game against Flora. So he'll be our first guest tomorrow morning, bright and early at 8:30 on AreaSports.net. We'll also talk to Coach Tim Holloway of the Mount Vernon Rams as Mount Vernon's on the road tonight down at Marion and South 7 Conference action. So we'll replay that game with Coach Holloway and preview their game tomorrow night where they'll be taking on Cairo. Also, we'll talk to Coach Doug Miller of the Foxes as he'll be getting ready for the 3 games tomorrow where the Foxes will host Gallatin County. We'll talk to Doug about that. We'll also talk to Coach Russ Gerlach of the Edwards County Lions, who've had a good week. They got a win over Wayne City, got a win over Woodlawn. And, of course, they'll be taking on the Foxes next week. I think they got a couple games this weekend, too. We'll talk to him about that. And we've got 2 girls coaches on the show with us tomorrow, 2 girls coaches we've not had on before. Jake Stewart, the head girls coach at Harrisburg, is going to join us tomorrow morning, along with Megan Kessler, the head coach of the Salem Lady Wildcats, who are off to a good start as well. So 6 guests with us on the show tomorrow. Should be a good one. Join us for the Sports Couch at 8:30, streaming live on AreaSports.net. Oh, go ahead there, Billy.
You know, it's weird being in this gym. You're looking up on that side over there, and the concession stand area is
dark.
Pitch dark.
It's dark. And usually that place is rocking and rolling.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're going to be having our national anthem here. I think they're going to lower the flag down for all 50 people to do our national anthem. Let's see, are they? I think they are. We will take another short break and be right back. Carter Turf and Tractor is now open in their beautiful new location on West Main Street in Fairfield in the former Save-A-Lot building. Carter Turf and Tractor is your area dealer for high-quality Kubota tractors in a variety of sizes, perfect for a landscaping business or to easily handle a variety of jobs around your home or farm. They can customize a solution for your needs. They also have the Kubota RTV utility vehicles for on-road and off-road transportation and hauling needs. When there's mowing or lawn work to be done, Carter Turf and Tractor has you covered with Exmark riding mowers and walk-behind mowers. They also feature a good selection of Echo brand brush cutters, trimmers, and chainsaws, as well as Honda and Generac generators. Come in and see for yourself at the new Carter Turf and Tractor, open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to 2 on Saturday. Our national anthem here at Duff-Kingston Gymnasium, home of the Eagles, and it's quiet in here tonight. Really quiet.
How many times you said Duff-Kingston Gymnasium?
As many times as Danny wants. It's one of his favorite gyms. So, yeah, that's right. Mules will be in their traveling black uniforms tonight, trimmed in the red, and they'll be first to be introduced to the large crowd of 50 people here tonight. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Danny. Danny says seen some of the best basketball he's ever seen in this gym. No doubt about that. Eldorado Holiday Tournament has had a lot of great memories.
That's like a while ago I looked over at you guys and I said, dang, no way I'd want to run this camera in an early 80s K-Row and Carrier Mills game. I've seen
That's
it.
funny. That's funny, yeah. Yeah, Pinckneyville in this building a few times in this tournament playing. Noah McElravy first to be introduced for the Mules, 5'11" senior guard. Where's number 3?
Huh?
Colin Massey, 5'10" senior guard. Where's number 14 for the Mules? Number 22 is Blake Pruitt, 5'9" senior guard. Number 12 is Brandon Lane, 6'4" senior forward. And rounding out the starting 5 is Landon Zerlini, number 24, 6'4" senior forward. So again, the Mules go with McElravy, Lane, Massey, Pruitt, and Zerlini. It's been the same starting 5 they've run with all season long thus far. First 5 guys off the bench will be those 5 starters that you saw in the JV contest earlier, and that is Eric Rogers, Dylan Best, Camden Robbins, McGuire Taylor, and Noah Barger. And they will get action. Lots of it. Mules do a lot of line changes and wear the other team out with their depth. For the Eldorado Eagles and Coach Josh Bradley, just their second game of the year as they were shut down for 2 weeks because of the whole COVID deal. Number 5 is Aiden Whitlock. He's a senior. You remember him from a year ago. He's a sniper out there. You got to watch him. He can fill it up. Will Bethel, number 23, is a junior. They do not have the heights listed on the roster here for Eldorado, so I apologize for that. Number 34 is Parker Price. He's a sophomore, pretty good size sophomore, in fact. Whitlock's the tallest guy out there right now. Number 13 is Nolan Henson. He's a senior. And rounding out the starting 5, number 21 is Bryant Bird. He's a senior. So they go with Whitlock, Henson, Bird, Bethel, and Price. And you're going to see the coach's son, Boston Bradley, out there quite a bit, too. And he's a big guy coming off the bench. Just a freshman, Billy.
Yeah, and he takes up a lot of room in there in that paint.
Yep.
You know, Randy, I come down here one time on a championship night Eldorado tournament. Got here early.
Yeah.
Stood right over in that I-beam on the other side of them chair, that last row of chair backs where it says Section G to the left.
Yep.
Stood there and stood all night long. Couldn't go get a soda. I mean, it was.
No, I know what it's like. All right. Mules have the ball first to start the game. There is no jump ball in this age of COVID basketball as Zerlini's shot is off the iron from the baseline, and the Eagles have the rebound. Back the other way they come. And with it out there on the point is Parker Price. Drives inside. It's swatted away by Zerlini. He says, get it out of here. Good defense by the Mules. Eagles will trigger it in from the baseline as Price will do the honors. As they come in way out front to Bryant Bird. Bird will hand it off out there to Whitlock. Whitlock's definitely got a size advantage there over his defender, Colin Massey, and he shows you that he's going to take advantage of that, and he scores right away as he shoots it up over Massey. On the other end, here's a three-pointer no good by McElravy as the ball comes to a long rebound, and Whitlock scoops it up. Eagles with the lead and the basketball. Whitlock drives baseline, stumbles, and travels with the basketball. Turnover. Back to the Mules.
First one on either team.
You notice that size advantage there Whitlock has? He's what, probably 6'3".
Yeah.
Again, the height's not listed in the program, but he's the tallest guy on the floor for the Eagles. But, playing that point out there on that offense, it makes a difference. The Eagles are in a zone as the Mules whip the ball around. Inside it comes to Lane. Back out it goes to Pruitt for a three-pointer. He missed it. Ball's tipped. And rebound by the Eagles. They come away with the rebound on the weak side to Bird. Ahead to Whitlock. Feeds it down low. Shot up. Missed underneath there by Henson. And out of bounds. Going to be off the Mules. It'll be inbounded here by Bryant Bird. Bird comes in out front to Whitlock. Skip passes it over here to Bethel. Bethel all the way out here to Price. You know, there's so few people in here that our voices are reverberating all around the gym, and I can hear the other broadcasters.
Oh, I know.
Even though they're so far away from us, but I can hear them.
Yeah.
Long shot is no good by Price as he almost gets a steal after the rebound by the Mules. But it'll be Fairfield ball. Well, Fairfield not starting out quite as sharp, and Coach McElravy is trying to light a fire underneath him as he gets up and says
a little sluggish. They're
Yep.
on the road, though.
Yep. He gets up and gives them a few words of encouragement. Let's see what happens here. Inside it goes to Zerlini, working on the block. Tries to feed it underneath to McElravy. Can't shoot. Back out to Lane. Lane goes in the lane. Now back out for a three-pointer. Good look and good shot by Colin Massey. Nothing but net. Massey drains it, and the Mules are up 3-2. Good ball movement that time.
Real good ball movement.
Real good offensive set by the Mules. Back on defense they are right now. With it is Bethel for the Eagles. Mules in that tight man-to-man. Pass comes over to Bird. Back out it comes, almost thrown away to Price. Price is picked up out there by Massey. Now they throw it over there to Bethel. He almost loses it. Been a couple almost steals there. There's a double team and a traveling violation as Bird was trying to split the defenders, but he drug the pivot foot. Another turnover gives it back to the Mules. What are you seeing so far here, Billy?
Well, you can tell that this is Eldorado's only second game of the year, and that they've set out a while.
Yeah.
And Fairfield's come in just a little, I don't know, being Fairfield, they're just a little out of sync.
Haven't put it into the right gear yet.
No, that last section of plays was pretty good, but
yeah. All right, back with more in a moment.
Do your best friend a favor. Take them to Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. One stop for dog boarding. Don't leave them home alone or trust them with someone you don't even trust. Pamper them with the Doggy Daycare. They do grooming, training, and your doggy will love the sweet treats dog barkery. A bakery. Spoiling your pooch 7 days a week. Jaggers Doggy Daycare. Dog grooming, training, and boarding. 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon. Find them on Facebook or at jaggersdoggydaycare.com.
And by the way, group training resumes again tomorrow at Jaggers Doggy Daycare. They haven't had group training in quite a while because of COVID, but group training resumes tomorrow at Jaggers. It'll be Fairfield basketball, length of the floor, as McElravy will trigger it in.
4:58 to go.
Hey, if you're watching us tonight from Fairfield or Eldorado or any point in between, send us a message through our Facebook page. We always love to hear from our viewers. Hope you're enjoying the action out there and staying warm. That's the key. Here's Zerlini with it. Elevates from the elbow, and it's in and out, no good. Rebound by the Eagles, and falling to the floor with it was Aiden Whitlock, and they say he traveled with the basketball, so Fairfield will keep it. Massey will be the trigger man. Comes inside the lane. Nice spin move to Brandon Lane, and he scores. 5-2 Mules. A pretty pass to Lane, and he knew what to do with it, didn't he? Mm-hmm. I mentioned last week on the game that Lane has really stepped up his game and improved so much from last year. As a attempted steal out front by Zerlini, but picked up the foul instead.
And you're going to get that foul called on you, believe me, 10 out of 10 times.
Yeah. First foul on Zerlini. Eagles will trigger it in. With the basketball out there is Parker Price. Inside the lane, shot is short. He gets his own rebound, though, goes back up and scores. Price stayed with it, got it down. Mules tried to get it down quickly to Brandon Lane, but they throw it out of bounds. Actually, it was a nice entry pass by McElravy, but Lane, for some reason, had it slip off his fingertips and out of bounds. It's a turnover back to the Eagles.
That's their first turnover.
4:05 left here in the first quarter. Almost a steal there by Massey. Now Pruitt's out front guarding Bethel. They try to go down low this time to Bird. Bird, double teamed by the Mules, puts up a hook shot, missed it. Rebound Zerlini. Mules on the move, ahead to Massey, now to Pruitt. Over in the corner to Lane. Back out to the top. Over on the right side now, McElravy, over to Zerlini. Landon will back his man down. Here comes the double team. Out to McElravy. His shot is deflected. Lane tries to tip it in, but it falls short, and the Eagles have the rebound. A little physical that time. Here's a drive by Whitlock inside. Off glass, nice move. Whitlock puts the Eagles in front, 6-5. He's the guy you got to watch.
He is, and you can tell that this is not his first year playing varsity.
No, he's a senior, and he's the leader out there for the Eagles. Yeah, they got to keep him on the floor if they're going to be successful. I know a few games last year we did of the Eagles, he got into foul trouble, and they can ill afford that. Here's a three-pointer from Massey, no good. Rebound by Whitlock. He'll bring it out on the dribble himself. Again, he's the tallest guy out there for the Eagles, too. And he's out handling the ball right now. Look at that move behind his back. Takes it inside, misses it, follows his shot, goes back up, missed it again. Rebound by Massey this time for the Mules. Zerlini has it. They're trying to post up Lane. Zerlini will take it inside, makes contact with Whitlock. Nothing called either way, and the Eagles have the ball. 2:22 left here in the first quarter. Inside it goes to Price. Turnaround won't go. Rebound by McElravy for the Mules. Eagles lead it by one. Mules looking to get back in front. Here's Zerlini taking it all the way in. He could have dunked it, but he's fouled from behind as Whitlock got him. Landon had a lane all the way in. He could have slam-a-jammed that one. First foul on Whitlock. Make note of that. 2:07 left here in the quarter, and Coach McElravy says, let's talk things over here and make sure we're all on the same page. So while they do that, we'll do this and be right back.
In today's environment, being able to do all of your banking from home is not only convenient, but a necessity. People's National Bank makes it easy for you to do your banking without actually going to the bank. From online banking, mobile banking, free mobile deposit, to transferring funds and paying bills, it's easy and convenient for you to do your banking all from your mobile phone or computer. Get started by going to peoplesnationalbank.com to sign up for online banking today. People's National Bank, making it easy to bank from anywhere. Member FDIC.
Back at Duff-Kingston Gymnasium, Randy Olson along with Billy Rocket, and Danny Ounceman is sitting in for the camera lady right now as we are bringing you action here from Eldorado. It's, again, kind of weird in this great big old spacious gym to only have 50 people plus those few of us in the media here.
And they're spread out, too.
They are really spread out. Yeah, no way anybody could catch anything in this environment, the way everybody's spread out. All right, here's the inbound to Zerlini as the Mules have it. He puts up a three-pointer, and he got it. Nailed it. Landon puts the Mules back out in front at 8-6. You know, Landon's got not only that height, but that shot. He holds that ball up so high on his shot, it's very hard to defend.
And it may take a play like that to get the spark plug going in there because their shoot percentage right now is not very good.
The JV Mules shot the ball really well tonight as they won it by 15 earlier, 64-49. Here's the coach's son in the ball game right now. That's Boston Bradley. He misses it, but the follow is good by Whitlock. And that ties the game at 8-8. We told you that Bradley would get in the game, and the freshman's in there. He's number 3. He's in the middle of that zone right now for Eldorado. See if the Mules can solve that zone. That's the way you solve it right there. Three-pointer by Massey. Left corner pocket. That's how you beat the zone.
6 for Massey.
11-8 Mules. Eagles back in the front court with Bird. Bird gives it to Whitlock. Guarded by Massey. Got to cut him off on the baseline. Massey takes it away from him. Nice steal ahead to Pruitt. Pruitt gets it to Zerlini. Back to Pruitt. Over to Massey. Long three from the volleyball line, and it goes out of bounds. May have been a little too far out that time. Here comes a little line change for the Mules. Checking in is McGuire Taylor along with Camden Robbins and also Noah Barger. These guys all played extremely well in the JV game. Barger really filled it up in that JV contest. We didn't see a dunk tonight in the JV game, though, by Robbins. He had an opportunity once but didn't get it down. Couldn't quite flush it. Maybe he'll get one in the varsity game and make up for it. Inside it goes to Bradley. He's triple teamed by the Mules.
He was.
Here's a three-pointer out front. No good by Bethel. Rebound by the Mules. Boy, they collapsed on Bradley. Something fierce that time, didn't they? Had 3 Mule shirts around him.
That paint was crowded.
It was. He couldn't do anything. Down to 14 seconds left in the quarter. Mule's going to play it for one shot. They want to lead at the end of this little quarter break. As Massey comes over to McGuire. In the corner it goes. McElravy's shot, no good. And there's the horn to end the first quarter play. Our score, Fairfield 11 and Eldorado 8. And we'll be back with second quarter action in just a moment here live from Eldorado. It's the heating season, and Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods has you covered with fast, reliable propane delivery service for your home or farm. And if you need those propane bottles filled for your grill or camper, Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods can do it. Looking for a wide selection of guns and ammunition? You'll find it at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods. You can even search online through their website at wainwrightpropane.com. And don't forget, they also sell propane grills, smokers, and deep fryers at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods. And I bet some of you got that propane burning right now. That propane furnace, that propane fireplace going right now. Jeff Wise has just sent us a picture. He's got it up on the big screen. He says, thanks, Randy and Billy. He's enjoying the game. Probably got that heat turned up pretty good, too. Mm-hmm. Well, since we can't have any popcorn here, I need some of you guys to fix you some popcorn at home and, send me a picture of your popcorn or something so we can get our fix on here. Yeah, somebody watching from Sykeston, Missouri. Okay, balmy Sykeston, Missouri. Yeah.
That first quarter, Eldorado was 4 for 15 from
wow,
field
4
goal.
for 15,
and Fairfield was 4 for 14.
So nobody's scorching the nets, really, are they?
No, they're not. Nobody shot a free throw.
So it's Eagles basketball first to start this second quarter play. With it out front is Parker Price to Bethel. Yeah. And it's knocked out of bounds by the Mules. Going to stay with Eldorado. We do have a 3-man officiating crew tonight. You know, the IHSA said that with officials being tight right now in short supply because of COVID and other things, that if you wanted to do games with 2, you could, but we got 3 tonight as the shot is up, no good by Bradley, and on the rebound we've got a whistle and a foul. And Bradley's going to go to the line. Yeah, how much bigger and stronger and better is he going to get over the next 3 years? Just a freshman.
Yeah.
That is Coach Bradley's son, and his free throw is short. I tell you what, he is almost as big as Dad right now.
That's what I was thinking when I was running the camera.
Yeah. Nice rotation. Good shot on that second one. 11-9 our score. On the other end, here's a three-pointer that's short. No good by McGuire Taylor. Back out to Zerlini. He'll fire away, and he banks it in.
The bank.
Hey, it still counts. The bank is open. 14-9. Eagles by 5. Here's Whitlock with it for the Eagles. He's kind of their offensive firepower. Zerlini's got it. 3-on-1 break for the Mules. Zerlini's going to keep it himself. Missed it. There's the follow, though, as running the floor was McGuire Taylor for the stick back. And the Mules go up by 7, 16-9. And timeout on the floor, and we'll take timeout as well and be back here at Duff-Kingston.
As a craftsman, Gordy had imagination and vision. As a business owner and machinist, he understood all the moving components and how important they were to making things work. When he dreamed of building his business, he knew he needed help. FNB provided the spark necessary to ignite his growth. That partnership has proven to be his best creation yet.
Randy Olson and Billy Rocket here courtside as the Mules go up by 7, their biggest lead of the game so far here, Billy.
Well, they're 2 for 4 now on field goals, so they're shooting a little bit better. You know, everything, Randy, depends on how you shoot and your turnovers.
Here's a steal by Barger.
Just as soon as I said that, Eldorado turned it over.
Barger had a lot of steals in that JV game as well. Out to Taylor. Now Zerlini has it. Inside the paint.
Oh, he got
hammered as he puts up the shot, and he'll go up for 2. So Zerlini will go to the line. .6:44 to go here in the first half as Zerlini's free throw is nothing but net. Into the ball game for the Mules, Brandon Lane back in, also Colin Massey in as well.
The game's changed a little bit. We had very few fouls in the first quarter, no free throws, and now we're getting some fouls and some free throws.
Hitting a little bit of a log jam now, aren't we? That free throw's missed, and Aiden Whitlock with the rebound for the Eagles. To Price, who brings it across against Massey. Massey is
he's
in
on
his
him,
face.
ain't he?
He is on him. Might get the 5 count.
Yeah.
Long 3 is going to be short by Bethel. Rebound by the Mules. Massey's got it. Throws it ahead to Zerlini. In the corner, McElravy. He'll dribble it across. Now comes over to Massey. Back to McElravy. He'll drive the lane. Puts up the shot. Missed it. Tipped out by Zerlini, but in the hands of the Eagles. Bethel brings it back the other way. He goes up for the shot and gets hammered. And Will Bethel will go to the line for the Eagles.
He's got 2 or 3 he can choose, don't he?
Yeah, there was a couple black shirts there. And he chooses to give it to Blake Pruitt, his first. That's 3 team fouls on the Mules. There's been 2 on the Eagles. Will Bethel at the line. He's a junior. Again, the heights of these Eagle players not listed in their program. It only has their numbers and their year, their grade. Missed the first one, and the second one is in. So the Eagles reach double figures now at 17-10. Zerlini in the front court for Fairfield. He gets bumped. Count the 3-pointer and the foul. He'll have a chance for a 4-point play here as he got a hit pointer as he went up for that shot. Good concentration by Landon to drain that thing. With nothing but net. In the ball game for the Eagles, it's Bryant Bird.
Who'd they call that on? Noah Henson?
They called that on Nolan Henson, yes. Landon completes the 4-point play. Don't see too many of those in high school basketball.
No.
Mules showing a zone press right now, 3-quarter zone press. Let's see how the Eagles handle it. Almost threw it away. Goes inside to Bradley. He goes up for the shot, misses it. Zerlini had it. Ball's tipped, goes out of bounds. It's off the Eagles. It's Fairfield ball. 5:46 to go here in the first half. Mules trying to remain unbeaten on the year. This is their 6th game, and not a whole lot of teams have been able to play 6 games up to this point in this shortened COVID season. Not only because of the weather, but because of many teams being in quarantine, including these Eagles. Here's Lane out front. He buries it. Shooting percentage is going up now, Billy.
Yeah, they are.
24-10. Mules opening up a double-digit lead here. Whitlock in the front court for the Eagles. Here's a drive baseline by Bird. Over in the corner, right corner pocket, nothing but net. Will Bethel. Write it down. 24-13. Lane brings it back up again to Massey for the Mules. Zerlini's going to let it fly. It lips out. Rebound by Bird for the Eagles. Kind of fitting that you have Bird playing for the Eagles, huh? His shot misses. Did you get that one? Here's a turnaround up and in by Whitlock. A little contact there, nothing called. Whitlock scores, cuts it to 9. Just when it looked like the Mules were going to run and hide, the Eagles cut it back to single digits. Here's Zerlini with it to Pruitt. Skip pass. Over in the corner to Lane now. His shot is short as the Mules try to shoot over that zone. Bradley gets the rebound and outlets it to Price, and the Eagles will walk it up. Down underneath they go to Whitlock. He works inside the paint. Shot is missed. Rebound by Brandon Lane. He'll bring it out on the dribble himself. Here comes a trap by the Eagles. They get rid of it, and in the corner now to Zerlini. His 3 won't go, but he's knocked to the floor by the coach's son. Boston Bradley, and that'll send Zerlini to the line to shoot 3 for the Mules. Well, they certainly are respecting the three-point shooting of Landon because they fouled him twice out there shooting a 3.
And
one of them he made and one he didn't.
Well, they've lost him over in that corner 2 or 3 times.
He misses the first one. 4:07 left here in the first half. Yeah, we talked about the fact that this is the Mules' 6th game of the year, and not too many teams have got to play that many games. Effingham's the only other school I know of that's played more than that. They've played 7. And the Hearts are off to a 7-0 start. They beat Mahomet Seymour on Wednesday night. They played a Wednesday night game this week and won that. You can check those scores out, by the way, on our website at AreaSports.net. We post the scores each and every day and night, so you can go back and review those scores. Landon got 2 out of 3, which makes it 26-15, and we have time out on the court. Timeout on the floor, and we will take timeout as well and be back with more in just a moment here from Eldorado. Carter Turf and Tractor is now open in their beautiful new location on West Main Street in Fairfield in the former Save-A-Lot building. Carter Turf and Tractor is your area dealer for high-quality Kubota tractors in a variety of sizes, perfect for a landscaping business or to easily handle a variety of jobs around your home. Valpo Home Furnishings has been serving the area for nearly 30 years with quality furniture, appliances, and bedding. Their goal at Valpo Home Furnishings is to give you a great selection of home furnishings, appliances, and bedding at a great price with outstanding hometown customer service. If you're in the market for new or updated furniture, appliances, or bedding, check out the selection at Valpo's, 103 East Main Street on the south side of the square in McLeansboro, and visit their website at valpohomefurnishings.com. Back at Eldorado, Randy Olson along with Billy Rocket. Danny Ounsman's here as well. He's filling in for Camera Lady tonight. Doing a good job. Danny's doing a better job on the camera than you did, Billy, so I hate to tell you that, but it's true.
Yeah, I know.
You have a whole new respect for camera people, don't you, after that?
That was the worst thing I ever attempted.
Billy ran the camera during the JV game, and he struggled. But we made it through. Mules won that JV game, by the way, 64-49. And Mules enjoying a lead here as well as we come back to live action. Eldorado with the basketball, and out front with it is Parker Price. Comes over on the left wing to Bird. Bird tries to pass the ball and hits the rim. Back inside it comes to Henshaw. He loses the ball out of bounds, and it's a turnover back to the Mules.
7 turnovers for the game and 3 this quarter. The Mules only got 1 turnover for the whole game.
That's pretty good. You'll take that. You'll take that if you're Coach Mack. Coach McElravy will be on the sports couch with us tomorrow morning at 8:30. We'll talk it over about this game and also preview their game tomorrow night against the Flora Wolves, as they'll be up in Conley Gym tomorrow night taking on the Orange and Blue. Speaking of Orange and Blue, didn't you say the Illini game was postponed tonight? Or
no, they play Minnesota tomorrow.
Rescheduled, yeah. Massey for 3, won't go. There's McElravy with the rebound, and it won't quite go, but he is fouled. So that'll send Noah to the line.
They did some Nebraska and Michigan rescheduling on their games. It's about over with. I think the Missouri Valley's only got a week left or
Yeah, they're going to do the NCAA tournament in Indianapolis this year and try to do kind of a bubble deal there where they're going to use a couple of different venues and keep all the teams in one city in Indianapolis. Hopefully that'll work out. Well, yeah.
Raised attendance today to 25%.
Did they raise attendance to 25% on NCAA? Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, from 10% to 25. All right. Here's full court pressure defense by the Mules. Eagles get it into Whitlock. They break the press. Down it comes to Bethel. Shot from the corner won't go. Rebound underneath by Henshaw, and a whistle and a foul. It's going to go against the Mules. It's going to go on Brandon Lane, and they're going to send Dylan Henshaw to the line. Stops the clock with 3:06 to go here in the first half. Free throw is good. Back in the ball game for the Mules is Landon Zerlini and also Camden Robbins.
Who's at the free throw line?
That is Henshaw. Dylan Henshaw. He's a junior. Danny and I were talking about that name Henshaw. You remember that name from previous Eldorado and Harrisburg teams.
Oh, yeah.
Free throw's good. Makes it 28-17. We have another timeout on the court, and we'll be right back.
This broadcast is made possible by Barnard Soil Service, located in Wayne City, offering multiple services to the farming community, including crop input recommendations, custom application, field records, seed test plots, seed treatment, soil testing, and much more. Barnard Soil Service is located at 303 East Smith Street in Wayne City, and their phone number is 895-2116. Additional details available on the company website at barnards.com. Barnard Soil Service in Wayne City.
Billy, I was talking to Coach McElravy before the game. We were talking about scheduling, and they've had some games that have been canceled or postponed due to weather and that sort of thing, and they've been fishing for some other games, and they've added a few more games, and those will be getting announced here soon. But right now, it looks like Fairfield is up to a total of 18 games, which is the same as what the Foxes had scheduled originally too. I don't know if Hamilton County will get to play all 18 of them or not. It depends upon whether they can reschedule them, but the Mules will be up to 18 now if they can get them all in, which is about as many as you can do in a 5.5-week schedule, really. Yeah. Think about it. Like I said, we got teams playing on Wednesday nights. We've had Monday night games. In fact, we'll have a Monday night game this Monday night at Sisney. Sisney will be at home hosting Hamilton County, and I'll be up there for that one. Here's a turnaround by Zerlini. It's short. Rebound by the Mules. We'll try it again. Reloading is Noah McElravy, and he lets it fly, and it's nothing but net. 31-17. Mules dialing long distance here. 2:39 to go in the half. Not having too much trouble with that zone, are they?
No.
Of course, when you can shoot the ball like that, that'll take you all the way. Aiden Whitlock.
Boy, he adjusted his shot.
He did. He kind of contorted his body in midair and got it to go. Like I said, he's been a starter for them for a few years, and he's their go-to guy this year.
Wow, NBA three.
Look at that one by Zerlini. Are you kidding me? 34-19, and you wrote that in from the volleyball line. When you're feeling it, right?
Yeah.
Here's Whitlock again from the elbow. He knocks it down. So we got a little shooting contest going on now between Zerlini and Whitlock. Here's McElravy taking it inside, leaves it to Camden Robbins. Count the bucket and a foul, and how about that assist by McElravy? Drew the defense to him, Billy, and then dished it off to Camden, and he knew what to do with it.
Nice play.
Beautiful play. Robbins will be at the line. Stops the clock with 1:47 to go here in the half. Brandon Lane will check back in for Blake Pruitt. Also in the game for Eldorado was Boston Bradley back in, number 3. That's Coach Bradley's son. Again, I can't believe he's a freshman. A big guy for a freshman. Robbins' free throw is good. Mules starting to click on all cylinders now. Here's Whitlock in the front court for the Eagles. Around a pick. He'll elevate from 15 feet. Missed it. Battle for the rebound, and a foul is going to be called on Henshaw as he was pushing off. Henshaw looks like he might play middle linebacker for the Eagles football team. He's rather chiseled out there, I would say. He's been in the weight room. We'll walk to the other end, and Landon Zerlini will go to the line for the Mules. And he buries it. That's one thing that these players have been able to do if they've chosen to during all this layoff, not having any sports, until just recently, is if they've wanted to try to stay in shape or they've tried to improve themselves, they've been able to have access at most schools to the weight room area. And some have taken advantage of it and some haven't.
Yeah.
Here's Massey with tough defense for the Mules. Whitlock finds Henshaw on the back door, but Brandon Lane went up for the block and committed the foul. And that will send Henshaw to the line. You know, it's really been a roller coaster ride, though, for these athletes, you know, thinking that they're going to be a season, then there's not, and then they think there is, a glimmer of hope, and then there's not.
It's just a roller coaster ride.
And not just with basketball. The same can be said with football. Same can be said with volleyball. You know, baseball, softball, everything.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, the fact that free throw is good. The fact that many of these athletes have been able to, you know, stay motivated and keep their composure has been impressive to me. Here's a little runner in the lane by McElravy, no good. Tipped around. There's Robbins with it. Surrounded by a couple Eagles. Goes up strong, and he's fouled. And Cam will go
call
to the line.
it travel.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
Holy cow. Might have been a little help on that travel from the push. But nonetheless, the ball will go back to the Eagles. All right, 67 seconds here to go in the first half. Well, sometimes you're not going to get those calls on the road, are you?
No, you're not.
Across the timeline comes Parker Price. To Henshaw. Down low to Whitlock with the left hand. He scores. Nice ball movement that time by the Eagles. Give them credit. 49 seconds left in the half. Here's McElravy with it out front. Leaves it for Massey. In the lane. Tries to dish it down to Robbins, but it's stolen away by the freshman, Boston Bradley. Ahead it comes to Whitlock. He's cut off. Goes up for the shot. Misses it. Bradley rips it away from Robbins on the rebound, and they're going to call a foul.
I thought he was over the back. They called it on.
And they're going to give it on Robbins when it was really Bradley that was over the back, and that's what Coach McElravy's talking about. Coach McElravy is getting in the ear of the official here and says, how in the world can you call that on my guy when he had the inside rebounding position?
That was over the back.
Mm-hmm. All right. What did I say about not getting calls on the road? I think I said something like that, didn't I?
On the way up here?
Yeah. All right, here's the inbound to Whitlock, and another foul is going to be called. And now that's going to be a free throw situation for Whitlock, because that's going to put them in the bonus. That's the 7th team foul on the Mules, and the foul on Robbins is going to be his 3rd, and he's picked up 2 in a matter of 8 seconds. All right, well, 26 seconds left here in the half, before the first half, as Whitlock is at the line. Missed the free throw, ball goes out of bounds, and they say it's tipped out by the Mules. Sometimes you just got to go on the road and win ugly. Here's the inbound. That's a 5 count, but nobody was counting.
That was a long one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was at least 5 seconds. Shot by Whitlock is no good. Ball's tipped around. Here's Pruitt with it. Takes it all the way in. Missed the shot. Lots of contact. Nothing called. Whitlock with the rebound for the Eagles. Eagles not getting any breaks. Ahead to Zerlini. Takes it in and lays it in.
Got a foul, too.
Laid it in underhanded and drew the foul as he allowed the defender to come over and make the contact. And he'll have a chance to add to the lead here with 2.8 seconds left. We will have some halftime entertainment here as they have some cheerleaders that are going to do a little dance, a routine here at halftime. It's the first school I've seen do that, where they actually have the cheerleaders or dancers out on the floor. We saw them do that during the JV game, and they'll do that here in the varsity game. There is the horn to end the first half of play. Our score, Fairfield 41 and Eldorado 24. We'll be back with the halftime stats. We'll show you a little bit of that halftime entertainment and talk much more about this game and also what's to come this weekend. All coming up right here on AreaSports.net and on FoxesFans.net.
While our lives have changed dramatically, it has not changed Banterra's commitment to serve you. Our team continues to provide you with unmatched service and top-rated digital banking. We've partnered with the American Red Cross to host blood donation events, and we're offering financial solutions for customers, including small business funding. Plus, we're ready to put people back to work. We're growing and have jobs available for those who want to support our region, because we're more than a bank. Banterra, your partners for life.
Renshaw Title and Abstract has been purchased by Olson & Reeves, attorneys at law, and has reopened under its new name, Mount Vernon Title Company. Through the resources of Olson & Reeves, Mount Vernon Title Company offers title insurance and title examinations for residential and commercial properties, as well as deed preparation, closing, signings, and escrow services. If you're involved in a real estate transaction, depend on Mount Vernon Title Company at 1015 Broadway, downtown Mount Vernon. You can call them at 316-7322. That's 316-7322.
We will let you watch a little bit of this halftime entertainment by the Eldorado cheerleaders. Again, a very sparse crowd here tonight, as you know, with the whole COVID thing. And I'm betting that there's probably some parents and grandparents of these young ladies that probably are not able to be here in the gym tonight. So we'll just show you a little bit of this and let you take it in, all right? As Billy works on our post-game stats. Or our halftime stats, I should say. We're not post-game yet, are we? No, we're halftime. Mules leading it by 17 points, 41-24. As they've led throughout. Got a little bit rugged there late in the second quarter. A couple calls did not go Fairfield's way, but you're going to expect that on the road. And a couple late turnovers, a couple late opportunities there by the Eagles. But the Mules able to get some shots there right before halftime and lead it here 41-24. Mules also won the JV contest tonight by a score of 64-49, so a 15-point victory there for Coach Adam Book and his JV Mules. Let's talk about the schedule for tomorrow, okay? The Hamilton County Foxes will play a triple header against Gallatin County starting tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock at Jerry Sloan Gym. Danny and Billy will be there to bring you those games on foxesfans.net and on AreaSports.net. We'll have the Sports Couch tomorrow morning at 8:30. That'll be 90 minutes of great local sports talk. 6 different coaches lined up on the show for you tomorrow, including Coach Scott McElravy and others that we'll pass along to you in a little bit. We'll also have the Wayne City Indians against NCOE tomorrow evening at 5 o'clock on AreaSports.net. Would love to do the Fairfield Lady Mules tomorrow afternoon, but don't think we can squeeze that in and still be able to get over to Wayne City in time. I just don't think there's time to do that, so I'm afraid we're going to have to miss that one. But Mules, of course, on the road at Flora tomorrow night. No video allowed in there because they have the contract with NFHS with their robot camera up there at Flora, so that's strictly pay-per-view tomorrow night, so we won't be able to be there for that, unfortunately. And then Monday night, the Sisney Running Lions will host Hamilton County, and I'll be there for that one, while Billy and Danny will be over in Edwards County for girls basketball between Edwards County and the Foxes. So we've got a lot happening here over the next few days, and you can keep checking the website for more details and that sort of thing. You got some stats for us here at halftime, Billy?
Stats.
Lay it on us, all right?
Okay, for the Fairfield Mules, we'll score 41 points. McElravy 7, Lane 5, Massey 6, Zerlini 17. Camden, what's Camden's last name?
Robbins.
Got 3. McGuire Taylor with 2. They were, for the whole first half, they was 12 for 36 at 33% from field goal, 8 for 12 on the free throws. For the Eldorado Eagles, Whitlock with 14, Will Bethel with 4, Parker Price 2, Boston Bradley 1, Dylan Henshaw with 3. They were 5 for 9 with free throws, and they were 9 for 31, 29% from the field. They had 8 turnovers compared to 2 for the Mules. So there's a lot of your –
yeah.
If you get to thinking – see, the Fairfield, okay, every field goal but 2. See, they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They had 5 threes in that game in that second quarter, and if any of them was off turnovers, which I don't – I mean, there can be, a lot of your game right there.
Mules could be shooting a little bit better here at halftime, but you got to be happy with just the 2 turnovers if you're Coach Scott McElravy. And, I think they'll get some more points off of off of Eagles turnovers here in the second half. But the main thing is you got to come out and still play some solid basketball and not let the Eagles get back in it. As you know, many times the first couple minutes of a third quarter is what dictates the way the rest of the game goes. And so you have to maintain that same consistency and that same energy to start the second half.
It's that old, I call it the old dreaded third quarter.
Yep.
And the Mules are going to have to watch this Aiden Whitlock. You know, he's got 14 of the 24 points.
Oh, yeah.
He's a good-looking player out there.
Yes, he is. We will come back with more action here live from Duff-Kingston Gymnasium in just a moment on AreaSports.net and FoxesFans.net. Vaughn Equipment is a family-owned and operated business in Fairfield that's committed to providing quality equipment to the farm, construction, tractor-trailer, marine, and oil field industries. They feature a great selection of new and pre-owned trucks, trailers, farm equipment, construction equipment, and rental equipment. Their inventory changes weekly, and you can see it all in person or on their website. Whatever you're looking for to do the job right, Vaughn Equipment can help you. They're located at 1102 South 1st Street in Fairfield, or call 842-3500.
The difference between profit and loss is razor thin in today's market. Luckily, your GSI dealer is there to help you stay in the black. Capturing futures carry and improving your basis with increased on-farm storage on average could earn a 50-cent per bushel difference. Taking advantage of early harvest and saving with on-farm drying makes a profitability difference. Proven and dependable grain systems that boost your bottom line, that's the GSI difference.
Carter Turf and Tractor is now open in their beautiful new location on West Main Street in Fairfield in the former Save-A-Lot building. Carter Turf and Tractor is your area dealer for high-quality Kubota tractors in a variety of sizes, perfect for a landscaping business or to easily handle a variety of jobs around your home or farm. They can customize a solution for your needs. They also have the Kubota RTV utility vehicles for on-road and off-road transportation and hauling needs. When there's mowing or lawn work to be done, Carter Turf and Tractor has you covered with Exmark riding mowers and walk-behind mowers. They also feature a good selection of Echo brand brush cutters, trimmers, and chainsaws, as well as Honda and Generac generators. Come in and see for yourself at the new Carter Turf and Tractor, open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to 2 on Saturday.
While our lives have changed dramatically, it has not changed Banterra's commitment to serve you. Our team continues to provide you with unmatched service and top-rated digital banking. We've partnered with the American Red Cross to host blood donation events, and we're offering financial solutions for customers, including small business funding. Plus, we're ready to put people back to work. We're growing and have jobs available for those who want to support our region, because we're more than a bank. Banterra, your partners for life.
Back here at Eldorado, Randy Olson along with Billy Rocket, and Danny Outsman's here as well. He's on the camera tonight for this one as the Mules lead it over Eldorado 41-24 at halftime. Other games, Nashville and Peñaville doing battle tonight at Thomas Gym in Peñaville, and the Hornets lead it after one, 12-7. That would be a good one to see, but
it would be.
Again, only 50 people allowed in that spacious gym over there either, too, you know. So, yeah, kind of a shame. But
Christopher leads Chester 17-14 at the end of one. That Black Diamond West is going to be something else before this is over.
Yeah,
with.
You know what? There have been some really surprising games over there.
Cesar's come in or Christopher's come in and tried to beat everybody, and then Cesar's been holding on too. And then Goreville beats Cesar earlier this afternoon, 47-46.
Here's a halftime score for you. Mount Vernon leads Marion at halftime, 39-19.
Ooh.
Rams up by 20 on the road at Marion. You know, that Marion team is a team that had Centralia down 14-2 after one.
This year?
At Centralia. And then the Orphans came back and beat Marion. So, and then Marion absolutely destroyed Carbondale last week by, I think, 45 points.
Yeah.
But Mount Vernon is all over Marion at halftime by 20. So that's pretty interesting. So
Centralia's over Carbondale 33-21 at the half. I don't think Carbondale's got much this year.
Well, they just they graduated so much from that team a year ago, and so Coach Miller doesn't have as much to work with this year, that's for sure. But, yeah, Centralia leading Carbondale 48-23 at half. The Orphans will host these Mules late in March near the end of the season, so that'll be quite an experience for Fairfield to go play at Trout Arena in Centralia. It would be nice if by then they allow more fans in. It would be nice for some of the Fairfield people to go over there and be able to experience.
I don't know why they couldn't go percentage. What would
gym.
be a safe percentage? You said that this is 5,000, right?
10% would be 500. You could put 500 people in here, and it would still be all spread out. You know it would be. All right, here we go. Second half action. The teams change in. The Mules have it. Just logged in. Fairfield in their travel black uniforms. With it out front is Brandon Lane. He goes into Zerlini. Comes a double team. Back to Lane. He'll split defenders. Takes it in. Off glass, scores. Nice move by Brandon Lane. Now there's an example of how Brandon has really raised his game from a year ago. A year ago, Brandon Lane doesn't make that play. But this year he does. Mules off to a good start here in the second half. Let's see how Eldorado does it. There's a steal knocked away by the long arms of Zerlini. Now here's a lead pass to Landon. Gets it in the corner to McElravy, and he's fouled from behind. He's trying to knock the ball away with Will Bethel. Good start for the Mules, both offensively and defensively here. As Landon Zerlini will trigger it in from the baseline. Comes in way out here to Massey. Now back to Landon. He'll back his man up. Out to Pruitt. Now Massey again. Mules will travel to Flora tomorrow night. We'll talk to Coach McElravy about this one and preview that one tomorrow night, all tomorrow morning, as Brandon Lane hits a three-pointer, and he's got 5 points out of the gate here to start the second half. Nice shot by the big guy. He can step out and hit that, can't he, Billy?
Yes, he can.
Here's a backdoor cut to Whitlock, and he's fouled as he goes up for the shot. That was a good pass, threading the needle there by Parker Price to Whitlock. But Whitlock got hammered as he tried to go up for the shot. Zerlini picked up his second.
There's a lot of times that pass don't go through.
No. It's there's a lot of arms and legs in there.
Oh, yeah.
Whitlock's free throw is good, 46-25. What I started to say was about the Centralia gym. Yeah, I agree with you. The percentages would be great if they could go to that by that time, because I would love to see some of the Fairfield people have a chance to experience that up there, because it's a different world up there playing basketball in Centralia, let me tell you.
You get Whitlock on that? Yep.
It is a blocking foul. And Coach Bradley didn't necessarily
agree with it, did he?
Nope, he didn't like that one. He didn't like that one at all. That's a second personal foul as Massey will go to the line. It's in and out, no good. Yeah, some basketball fans watching right now may not know that Centralia is currently #1 on the list for winningest high school basketball programs in the state of Illinois. They have more wins than any high school team. And their trophy case and stuff like that up there in their lobby is quite impressive. So if you've never been there to see a basketball game or whatever, it's something to go to. Long pass to Zerlini. Missed the bunny. Rebound by the Eagles. Almost had one in transition.
Didn't hear a few years ago they got passed and then they took it back?
Yeah, they got passed by Collinsville and then they took it back again. There's a stick back by Boston Bradley. He puts it back in for the Eagles, 47-28. Here's Zerlini on the other end. Won't go. Rebound by McElravy. The Mules will reset. Pruitt's open in the corner. He nails it. Blake Pruitt said, "It's my turn." And he makes it count. Nothing but net. 50-28. 5:46 to go here, third quarter. Mules shooting the ball good to start this second half. There's a missed shot by the Eagles. Mules have numbers, 3-on-1. Zerlini takes it in and scores.
Oh, we got a foul too.
After the shot, he was fouled. Massey with a nice feed that time. Give him the assist there. A beautiful pass by Massey to lead Landon to the hole. Yeah, but it will be a great experience for the Mules to play Centralia, win or lose. Centralia has not lost a game yet this year either. Free throw is good. They beat Mount Vernon, beat a very good Mount Vernon team last week in a squeaker, 52-49. A game that went down literally to the end. Stolen away by Massey. Ahead, Zerlini. He'll shoot it from the G in Eagles, and he's fouled.
He got fouled.
And he'll get 3 free throws. Yeah, he put that one up from the G in Eagles.
That's 3 on Whitlock, too.
Landon will shoot 3. And makes the first one.
Looks like we may have a running clock in the fourth quarter.
You get to 30 points.
Is it the fourth quarter, or can you do it in the third?
I think it's not till the fourth quarter. Yeah. We're headed there, though, 55-28. That one won't go. Mules might get this back. They do. Pruitt's got it. Gives it to McElravy, and he's hammered as McElravy had a nose for the ball and headed for the rim and caught the pass and then was fouled before he could get the shot off. So now Noah will go to the line to shoot a pair. And he rolls in the first one. Yeah, and I think that's one of the cool things about this year, if there is anything cool about COVID basketball, is the fact that, you know, we're seeing some teams play some teams that they wouldn't normally play.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's been some unusual pairings. Well, even the Foxes going and playing at Pinckneyville. That wouldn't normally happen.
Right, and they even, before all the cancellations, they had Egyptian.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah. Pass underneath to Brandon Lane. He misses it. And on the rebound, we got a foul called. I think he was ridden on the back by Bryant Bird. Well, I think all in all, we're all just happy that we're seeing some basketball, no matter what the situation. Even though they are wearing masks, I think we're all just happy that the kids are getting to play and we're getting to see it, even if it's through services like ours.
Yep.
At least we're getting to see high school kids do what they like to do, and that's play basketball, something that they have a passion for and something they'll remember for the rest of their life, that's for sure. We'll be back with more in just a moment from Duff-Kingston Gym.
As a craftsman, Gordy had imagination and vision. As a business owner and machinist, he understood all the moving components and how important they were to making things work. When he dreamed of building his business, he knew he needed help. FNB provided the spark necessary to ignite his growth. That partnership has proven to be his best creation yet.
Back at Eldorado, Randy Olson along with Billy Rocket. Billy, you know, we're talking about how it's great to see kids get to play now, finally. And, you know, we're about 11 or 12 days away from football practice starting, the actual practice. And we're going to have a football season. It's going to be 6 weeks, which will really only be 6 games because you just play one football game a week. And you really hope that all these teams, all these schools can get all 6 of their games in. You know, things can happen with weather and certainly can happen with COVID quarantine. But, boy, you sure hope they can play all 6 of them, don't you?
Yes.
Shot by Zerlini is
Missouri Valley football starts tonight.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Kind of tough weather for football right now. Back the other way, Eldorado has it. Whitlock picks up his dribble, lobs it down underneath. Pruitt almost knocked it away. We're going to have a line change as the Mules are going to put in a whole new 5 as those 5 super subs from the JV are going to come in. Well, 4 of them anyway, and then Lucas Halbert seniors also are going to come in. So that's good. Nashville leads Pinckneyville at halftime, 20-15. That's an update. Here's a lob into Whitlock. Spins on his man, goes up for the shot, got it, and a foul on Camden Robbins, which will be number 4, I believe, on him. Nope, it's fouled before the shot, so they don't count the bucket. But that is number 4 on Camden Robbins. He got whistled for 2 of them in the span of about 8 seconds.
Yeah, he did.
Back in the second quarter. Here is the inbound to Whitlock. Goes in the lane, shot is up and good by Nolan Henson. 57-30. Mules back on the attack as Lucas Halbert has it. Out to McGuire-Taylor. Taylor's guarded out there by Henson and comes over to Barger, and Barger gets fouled. There's a reach in there against Heath, I believe, on Barger. Barger had a great JV game. Man, he was hot as a firecracker. We have that archive, by the way. We did the complete play-by-play on the JV tonight. Something a little extra special for you, so you can watch that back in archive if you'd like. Some of you JV parents that might have missed it. Free throws missed. Long pass down on the other end to Owens, and he misses a shot. Here come the Mules back. Look at this. Camden Robbins. Oh, the reverse won't go on the spin move. Eagles with the rebound. Long three is up. It's short. Chased down in the corner by Whitlock, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Mules basketball. We're down to 3:40 left here in the third quarter. Yeah, you hope they get those 6 football games in for sure. We're going to see some volleyball here real soon, too, starting in March. And I know some of those girls are itching to play volleyball. In the corner it comes to McGuire-Taylor. He drives the baseline, missed it.
Did everything but go in.
Yeah. He took that up against Whitlock. He had a real size disadvantage there. Out it comes. Down on the baseline. Shots missed by Owens. Rebound by the Mules. With it is Dylan Best. Best will bring it up against Owens. Owens is riding him like a horse.
Yeah, I was wondering when.
I can't believe they didn't call anything on that. There was a lot of contact going on there. Letting them play here, letting them play. 3 minutes to go, third quarter. Ball went out of bounds. It's going to be awarded to the Eagles. Heath will bring it up. That's Gage Heath. He's a sophomore.
There's a foul.
Yeah, reaching in on that is Blaine Milner. And the Mules will make another line change. Another 5 coming in. All 5 of the original starters back in for Fairfield. Unfortunately, there's no fans here to clap for them. But you're watching at home and you're clapping, right? That's right. Hope you're enjoying it. Popped up on your big screen. Here's a lob inside to Whitlock. Down low. Turns around on his man. Missed it. Ball goes out of bounds. Who's going to get it? It's going to be Fairfield basketball. Yeah, the Mules will face a Flora Wolves team tomorrow night, which is also coming back from the COVID quarantine, so that'll be interesting to see how Coach Phil Lieb's squad is doing. I don't know how many practices they've had. And here's a pass inside from Pruitt to Brandon Lane, and he puts it in over the rim. Nice pass and nice shot. 59-30. Back the other way, it's Heath. To Bethel. Bethel will launch a long three-pointer, and he got it. Man, oh man, that was way out there. He about made it rain in here with the arch on that one. Mule's going to slow it down a little bit this time. Zerlini has it. Backs his man up. Pivots. Scores. Nice post move from the elbow that time for Landon Zerlini. 61-33. Minute 45 left.
Oh, almost a steal.
Yeah, Whitlock's got it. Takes it inside. He's fouled. You know, for his size, Whitlock handles the ball pretty good out there.
He does.
Got some pretty good ball handling skills for a tall guy. Free throw rolls off, no good.
We got a line driver, don't he?
Yep, he got a line drive on that one at least. We'll see if he puts a little bit more arch on it. Girls basketball after 3 quarters tonight. Benton leads Harrisburg 48-26. That Benton girls team must be pretty salty this year, because you know Harrisburg is always good.
Yeah.
Centralia defeats Carbondale tonight in boys action, 57-27. That is a final. Mules with it in the front court. Here is McElravy. Out to Massey. Long three. is short. He chases down the rebound. Comes back out to Pruitt. Over to Zerlini.
He'll take it.
Behind the arc, it's
No.
no good. And rebound by the Eagles. Owens comes away with it. To Whitlock again. Whitlock finds a man down underneath and scores. Good pass down to Owens. That was almost a no-look pass that time by Whitlock. Mules lose it out of bounds as it's off the hands of Colin Massey. Turnover with 55 seconds left in the quarter. We'll give it back to Eldorado. Well, it's a 26-point lead, so unless the Mules can tack on 4 more points, we're not going to see a running clock in the fourth quarter. Got to have a 30-point lead or greater. Whitlock from the baseline. He got a ringer. That thing wanted to come out, but it went down. Here's Zerlini thinking about a shot. Now takes
Little runner.
Little runner, got it. About an 8-footer. You know, that shot's a little harder than you think, too.
Yeah.
Those mid-range shots like that. 19 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's a rainbow from out front by Will Bethel.
His third 3 tonight.
63-40 as the clock winds down to 7 seconds left. Zerlini from the volleyball line. He banks it in. That's his second banked-in shot tonight. I think he practices that out there. I really do. That's 2 of them he's hit from there. From the volleyball line right before the horn. And the Mules lead at 66-40 after 3 quarters of play. And we'll be back with more from Duff-Kingston Gymnasium in just a moment.
In today's environment, being able to do all of your banking from home is not only convenient, but a necessity. People's National Bank makes it easy for you to do your banking without actually going to the bank. From online banking, mobile banking, free mobile deposit, to transferring funds and paying bills, it's easy and convenient for you to do your banking all from your mobile phone or computer. Get started by going to peoplesnationalbank.com to sign up for online banking today. People's National Bank, making it easy to bank from anywhere. Member FDIC.
Well, again, tomorrow morning on the Sports Couch. Join us at 8:30. We'll talk to Coach Scott McElravy. Again, the Sports Couch is 90 minutes of great local sports talk. It streams live at 8:30 on AreaSports.net. He'll be our first guest at 8:30 tomorrow morning. We will also be talking to Coach Tim Holloway of Mount Vernon. He's going to be a happy camper, too, as they are beating up on Marion tonight on the road.
How many threes do you think Fairfield's hit?
Tonight? 9.
You're close. 11.
11? No kidding. Wow. 11 threes. That's 33 points. 33 of their 66. That's half their points, yeah.
Yeah, when you hit 11, you hit that many threes, it's like you're going to come out like, all right, let's put 33 points up on it. It's 33-0 to start out.
Yeah. Yep, half their points by threes tonight, 33 of the 66. Let's see how the fourth quarter unfolds as the Eagles have it.
Oh, that's a dangerous pass.
Mules extending their defense out a little bit farther. Here's Whitlock with a 15-footer, won't go. Brandon Lane with the rebound. Pruitt, he goes for 3. Left it short. Whitlock with the rebound. Almost a steal there by McElravy. Somebody asked me what I thought about Centralia beating Mount Vernon last week, with Mount Vernon's team being so good this year. And I said, well, you know, they're just, Orphans are very well coached, and they take things away from you. And that's what they did. They took some of Mount Vernon's strengths away from you. And Fairfield will face that whenever they face Centralia later this year. They'll take some strengths away from you. They just do that. So that'll be an interesting matchup. Uh-oh, we got a little push and shoving going on out there.
I had started in the first half. I was watching them, and it's the same two.
Yeah, Whitlock and Lane getting to a little shoving match there. Come on, guys. Let's keep cooler heads here. I would love to see a game this year between Fairfield and Mount Vernon. I wish they could put that together. I know they've talked about it a little bit, but they haven't been able to come together on some dates. But that would be a great, great game. And if you're ever going to play if you're Fairfield and you're ever going to play Mount Vernon, this would be the year to do it.
Yeah.
Just like they're playing Centralia this year. They would never play Centralia any other year, but they are this year. And I think a matchup with Mount Vernon this year would be awesome to see, win or lose. And I do believe the Rams would come over to the Mule Barn. They wouldn't care to do that. Camden Robbins back in the game for the Mules.
But I want to see it with a packed house.
Yeah, I'm like you.
I want to see it with a packed house.
It would be much better with a packed house, especially a packed house over at Shagnon Gym with the drum line. Huh?
Yeah.
Shot is missed on the baseline, but then there's a steal. Camden Robbins says, get it out of here.
Oh, and he got him on a foul.
Oh, that's tough.
Oh, man.
That's tough. That was all ball. That's tough. That is 5 fouls for Camden Robbins. You block a shot and you get fouled out. That's tough. Oh, boy. Well, no problem, Camden. No problem, man. He gets the glad hand from both Coach McElravy and Coach Book and Coach Lackey. That's a tough one. At the line, Gage Heath. In and out. We mentioned during the JV game that this is going to be the last year here for Nathaniel Lackey, the freshman coach, Fairfield. He's submitted his resignation. Going to be leaving Fairfield High School as a teacher and a coach at the end of the year. He's going to Columbia, Illinois.
Illinois?
Yeah, not the country Columbia. Columbia, Illinois, as the shot's put up and in by Noah McElravy. And being a math teacher like he is, he can basically go anywhere he wants. There's such a demand for math teachers. So those of you with kids or grandkids at home who are thinking about becoming a teacher, if you become a math teacher, you can literally go anywhere. There's such a demand for math teachers. Huge shortage. Shot is up and in there by Gage Heath. So, long three-pointer won't go. Here's McElravy with the follow. It's good. So Nathaniel Lackey will be going to Columbia, Illinois, and teaching over there. And said he hopes to do a little coaching too, but nothing firm yet. But said he'd love to still be able to coach if he can. So, but we wish him well. Timeout on the court. Back with more from Eldorado in a moment.
Do your best friend a favor. Take them to Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. One stop for dog boarding. Don't leave them home alone or trust them with someone you don't even trust. Pamper them with the Doggy Daycare. They do grooming, training, and your doggy will love the sweet treats dog barkery. Bakery. Spoiling your pooch 7 days a week. Jaggers Doggy Daycare. Dog grooming, training, and boarding. 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon. Find them on Facebook or at jaggersdoggydaycare.com.
Well, we know some other coaches are watching tonight. They use this as a scouting tool. I would say Coach Doug Miller's probably watching about right now. What do you say, Billy?
I'd say he's watching. I think I've seen
he's scouting Eldorado and Fairfield watching this. And we're going to talk
That's
to Doug Miller.
2 for 1, isn't it?
Yeah, 2 for 1. We'll talk to Coach Doug Miller as one of our guests tomorrow morning on the Sports Couch, as well as we'll preview his matchup tomorrow against Gallatin County, school he used to coach at. So that'll be an interesting discussion tomorrow morning, so join us for that. Sports Couch begins at 8:30. Mules with a trap and a steal. Nice takeaway there. McGuire Taylor has it. Throws it ahead to Barger. Knocked away. Barger gets it back. As the Mules made a line change there at the timeout. Barger for 3. Won't go. And, boy, that was a traveling violation on that rebound. They missed it. Totally missed it. Eagles will bring it up. Heath has it. Over to Cantrell. He steps on the end line. Turnover back to the Mules. Well, Fairfield can put in 3 more points here. We will have the running clock that you were talking about, Billy.
I've seen it a few times this year. Fairfield's used it a few times, too.
Mount Vernon had a running clock on Carbondale. There's 2 of the 3 right there.
Who hit that?
29-point lead. That was put in by Taylor. Here's a drive by the Eagles. Shot no good by Owens. Rebound by the Mules. They're racing to the other end. They want to run in transition. Bounce pass inside, and shot is missed by McGuire Taylor on a great pass by Blaine Milner. And Taylor will go to the line, and he'll have the chance to put the Mules up by that magical 30-point mark. Let's see if he can do it. But first, it looks like we're going to have a timeout. All right. It's a mask break, and we'll be back in 1 moment.
How do you measure success? In points? In wins? Or trophies? At Shelter Insurance, we measure success in the quality of our products and services, in our community support, in being there when you need us most. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Agent Melissa Walden.
All right, we are back here at Duff-Kingston Gymnasium. Randy Olson along with Billy Rocket. Danny Anselman's on the camera tonight. Let's see if we got any updated scores to pass along to you here.
15 halftime Nashville.
Yep. Has that been updated any?
No, haven't seen it.
Okay, Collinsville beat Metro East Lutheran 71-48. That's a final. After 3 quarters, Mount Vernon leads Marion 49-28. Christopher leads Chester after 3 quarters, 41-37, as a free throw is missed. He'll have a second chance to give the Mules that magical 30-point lead. Missed it again. So we're still not going to have a running clock yet. Eagles back the other way. That Nashville-Pinckneyville game's gotten tighter, guys. Midway through the third quarter, it's 24-22 now. Here's a steal by the Mules. They got numbers to the other end. What are they going to do with it? Lucas Halbert has it. Halbert thinks about a shot, comes back out now to Taylor.
By the looks of my scorebook, they may shoot a 3.
Yeah. Mules have got a lot of them. I wonder what the record is for three-pointers by the Mules in a game. We might be approaching that. We'll have to ask Coach Mack that in the morning on the sports couch. Here's a drive in the lane. Nope. Back around the horn. Here we go. There's a three-pointer. Nope.
Line driver.
Dylan Best missed the shot, but Barger's got the rebound. Now out to McGuire Taylor. Gives it to Halbert. Now it comes to Best again. To Taylor. To Best. To Barger. He'll drive baseline. Goes for the layup. He got it. And there you go. There is your 31-point lead. Let that clock roll. And the PA announcer just told everybody in the building, all 52 of us, that it'll be a running clock. Let's see what the Eagles do now. Henshaw has it stolen. Mules have it. Barger dishes it to Best. Back out to Halbert. Good ball movement by the Mules to Taylor. Barger from the right corner pocket. Missed it. Halbert had it. Lost it. Taken away by the Eagles. Owens behind the back. Goes up for the shot and falls through. I thought that thing was going to come to a complete stop. Did you ever have that happen in a game that you officiated? Look at that. There's your three-pointer. Lucas Halbert buries it from the left corner pocket. The senior comes off the bench and tickles the twine. 2:39 left. 77-45. Did you ever have a ball come to a rest in the back of the rim?
I don't
when you were officiating?
remember.
Had that happen in a game I played in once. It was weird. It was kind of like when the ball gets stuck between the rim and the backboard.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this ball actually came to a complete stop on the back iron. Doesn't happen often.
So what'd you do?
They gave the ball to the other team. Here's a three-pointer buried from the corner.
Like as an alternating possession?
Right, alternating possession, right. Isaac Barrett hit that one. Here's the Mules on the other end, no good. From the elbow this time. Shot is up and in by McGuire Taylor. So is that 12 three-pointers now for the Mules?
Yeah.
12 three-pointers. We're going to have to find out what the record is. Mules wanted a charging foul called on that one. Don't think they're going to get it.
A little bit of a flop.
End of the ball game for the Mules. It's going to be Nick Easton in, along with Regan Taylor. And also Luke Duckworth in the game as well. Here's the inbound. Ball is loose. Jump ball's called. Possession arrow gives it to Fairfield with 65 seconds to play. Mules are going to improve to 6-0 on the season. And they'll take that unblemished record to Florida.
You know how our new COVID rules are doing, giving the visitors the ball?
Yeah, instead of a jump ball.
Uh-huh.
Right. Hey, it's banked in there by Nick Easton. Nice shot by Nick. Yes, right. Do you like that or not?
Well, what's funny is up north they had a high school game going overtime. They didn't know what to do, so they flipped a coin.
To see who got the ball first.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. Second chance effort. That time by Trevor Milligan won't go, and the Mules have the rebound. 23 seconds left.
They had to flip it twice. First time one on the scores table, they didn't know what it was.
I love it. 15 seconds left. I think the Mules are just going to dribble this one out.
Oh, he kicked
the
ball.
Yep.
He kicked
Nick
the ball.
Easton was trying to dribble it out. And that is going to be it. The official's going to hold the ball.
You see it, Eldorado.
That is the ball game. The Mules win it by a score of 81-48. As again, they improve to 6-0 on the season. And the other thing about COVID is you don't shake hands at the end of the game. You just kind of wave at each other and say good game, and that's it. So another one of the weird things that we have. But at least we're playing basketball. That's the main thing. We are playing. All right. We'll come back, and Billy will wrap it up with our stats in just a moment here from Duff-Kingston.
It's all about convenient, quality care you can count on at Hamilton Memorial Hospital and Family Clinics. Now offering weekend urgent care hours at 2 convenient locations, Hamilton Memorial's McLeansboro Family Clinic and our Carmi Family Clinic located on Oak Street. Walk in for fast treatment for those unexpected minor injuries and illnesses on Saturday and Sunday. Check out hmhospital.org for McLeansboro and Carmi Family Clinic weekend urgent care hours. It really is all about you at Hamilton Memorial Hospital and Family Clinics.
Alton's Pizza House in McLeansboro has been serving up delicious pizza and sandwiches since 1978. That's over 40 years. It's great food at a great price. You can choose from their specialty pizza such as veggie pizza, taco pizza, supreme pizza, or create your own pizza masterpiece and choose from the toppings that you like. Dick and Lucille and their staff are ready to serve you Tuesday through Sunday from 4 p.m. till 10 p.m. at Alton's Pizza House. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Alton's Pizza House, a Southern Illinois tradition since 1978.
This is more than a bundle. It's more than a combo deal. It's not just stuff. This is your home, your car. And you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
Talk to State Farm agent Lynn Braden in McLeansboro today.
It's an impressive doubleheader win for the Fairfield Mules tonight. They win the JV contest here at Eldorado, 64-49, and they win the varsity contest, 81-48. Quick update on the score from Pinckneyville as the Panthers lead the Nashville Hornets 28-27 after 3 quarters. So that's a tight one over there. We'll have plenty of scores posted for you later on tonight here on our website at AreaSports.net. And, of course, we'll review all of them tomorrow morning on the Sports Couch as well. Billy, what'd you think of this game? 12 3-pointers by the Fairfield Mules.
Yeah, I don't know what the record is. Find out in the morning from Coach and see. Let me know. I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know what. Like we said, Fairfield started off a little slow and sluggish. But then everything just went down the second quarter. They hit 4 3-pointers just in the second quarter alone.
Mm-hmm.
So that got them started. And then they shot a bunch of free throws in the second quarter also.
Yeah, Landon Zerlini is closing in on 1,000 points for his career, too. He got pretty close to it tonight. What do you end up with?
I got him at 29. Scoreboard had him for 31, but I'm not sure.
What do you have at halftime?
17.
All right. He needed 19 in the second half. He didn't quite get there. So he's a few points shy of 1,000, but he's going to get it here probably tomorrow night at Flora.
Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm. All right, go ahead.
All righty, for the Mules, Noah McElravy 13, Lane with 12, Massey with 7, Pruitt with 3. I had Zerlini with 29, Barger with 2, Robbins with 3, McGuire Taylor with 6, Halbert with 3, and Nick Easton with 2. They were 15 for 23 from the free throw line tonight. And like I said, they hit 12 threes. For the Eagles, Aiden Whitlock had 18. Bryant Bird didn't score. Nolan Henson had 2. Will Bethel 10. Parker Price 2. Boston Bradley, the freshman, hit 3. Dylan Henshaw 3. Gage Heath with 3. Josh Owens with 4.
Well, holding Whitlock to 18 points, actually that's not bad. I mean,
yeah, I know.
Honestly,
yeah. And I was talking to Danny over here during the break, and I said something about them matching up against the Foxes, and he said, well, the first thing they'd have to do is they'd have to contain Whitlock.
Yep. Yep.
And he's what'd you say, about around 6'3" or 4"?
Yeah, got to be.
And
tallest player on the floor for the Eagles. For sure.
He can get around good.
Yeah, he can.
He can handle the ball. He can play inside.
Yep. Anything else you want to add?
I think that's about all.
All right, we'll discuss it all tomorrow morning with Coach Scott McElravy on the Sports Couch, and 5 other coaches on the show with us tomorrow as well. Join us at 8:30 Saturday morning on the Sports Couch on AreaSports.net. For Danny Ounceman and for Billy Rockett, this is Randy Olson saying thanks for listening and watching tonight. The final from Duff-Kingston. Mules win the doubleheader, taking the varsity game 81-48. So long from Eldorado.